Hi all. I hate that. I never know how to begin. So I figured I'd better do an update. It's been a little while, but I haven't been able to get online much, and then it's been really windy. 60 to 65 mile an hour gusts of wind, so that kept me pretty busy. What else going? I guess it's been 3 or 4 days or so. I went to the little store down the road out on the main highway, and I was going to get some, I think water. I don't know. I don't remember what I was going to get now. Dementia. Anyway, because of the high winds, there was a tree across the road, a big one, and I looked and I thought I could go around it. I mean, I stopped and got out and walked around, walked a path around it, to make sure everything was going to be okay. Ground was solid, felt solid. It was dry. So I pulled in there. Man, I didn't make it 15 feet. The whole back end sunk right in the mud, just like that. And that was the end of that. I couldn't move. Tried to dig it out, but that was pretty hard on me. I'm pretty out of shape, So, long story short, I ended up walking back to the camp, which almost 2 miles, I guess. And boy, by the time I got there, I wasn't feeling good at all. I had some chest pains a little bit, and panicky. I couldn't breathe and sweaty and all that. I was kind of scared. So my phone happens to have 911 service on it, whether it's connected or not. So I made up my mind I was going to have to call them, I guess, because it wasn't getting any better. And they come out. It's kind of hard telling them where I was. So, once you're in the 911, you can't do anything else. You can't give them coordinates or anything. Hopefully they can, they can figure it out. So, anyway, they come out, rolled an ambulance, and rolled a fire truck, and I don't know. There was 4 or 5 vehicles pulled in here. I didn't want to go, but the EMT pretty much insisted that they take me into Payson. Blood pressure was like 225 over 158 or something like that, 225. So they took me in and took me into the ER. I was there, I don't know, 7 hours, I guess. Starting to settle down and all that. They decided it was just a panic attack, and then being so bad out of shape, and also being in high altitude that I wasn't used to, just kind of did me in. Excuse me. So they released me like, I don't know, it must have been around 11 o'clock at night, I guess. Nowhere to go, no vehicle. Another panicky thing. I called Uber. I had just enough money in my pocket to give Uber a call. They took me up to the Motel 6. Paid the rent, $150 for one night. $50 was the deposit, but anyway. I just went to bed and got up next morning, started calling around, see if I could get somebody to come and get me. And finally, my daughter said she would come and get me. I ended up staying another night. I had to borrow money from her, of all things. Parents shouldn't be borrowing money from their kids, right? So anyway, the fire marshal had come out on the initial call. Anyway, he was one of the crew for the ambulance. Excuse me, and he said when I get out, I'd make my way to the fire station there, up in the little city where I am. Forest Lakes. Okay, I'll tell you, Forest Lakes, Arizona. So I got my daughter to take me in there, and they had to finish their lunch. we got a free burger anyway. So we met them out there. They rolled the ambulance and the fire truck and a couple of other vehicles. The chief came out. Excuse me. They was going to pull it out for me. So the first thing one of the firemen did is jump in the truck and get it stuck again. He got it out of the hole, but then he went forward and then got it stuck again. So a little bit like Keystone Cops, if you remember them. Well, it's funny they had to roll the sheriff. He came out in his SUV, had a big long winch on there, and they winched it out. Didn't charge me anything. I tried to, I thanked them all over the place. They said, don't worry about it. That's what they do. So daughter followed me back to the camp, kind of hung out a little while, and then she left. So that's the update. I've been sitting here ever since. And, I don't know where I'm going to go next. But it's not going to be too far. So anyway, that's that little tidbit of information, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.